Okay, continuing on with our project Vaydor, I bought another 2003 Infiniti G35 cluster on eBay Motors for like 70 bucks. All the needles seem to be just fine on this. And I'm going to try a different method of taking it apart. I'm going to have my son hold it against the stopper post while I use two plastic pry bars for doing auto bodies. You can get these at any auto supply. They're about $6. Then I'm going to try and take the paint off the needles with a X-Acto knife, and I'm going to go in here and try and reset the mileage to 0. Although my machine doesn't have a G35 in it, we'll see if we can find out what the EEPROM number is, and then we'll see if we can find a car of the same EEPROM and do that. So here we go. Alright, here's our second gauge cluster, the one I bought on eBay, so I don't mess up the clients. And here's where the mileage is stored. It's an Oki 6636B. And even though I can find that chip on the net, and I know it's an EEPROM, my Taco Pro and my USA Prog, both the mileage correction tools, are not, this vehicle and this chip are not in their range of chips that they do. I was hoping to be able to hook to pin 1 and a ground and zero this out, but as of yet, not able to do that, so I'm moving on to needles. Okay, after a couple of hours of working on trying to figure out how to do the mileage, I've taken, here's the stock needle, comes in focus, which is painted orange and then white on the top, and I just took an X-Acto knife and I scraped the paint off the needle. Then using some craft cotton swabs you get at your local RC car shop, I'm going to try and paint this needle, which is really hard to do without letting the paint drip on the sides. When that happens, you got to start all over. And I'm just going to use regular Tesla model paint. So see you in a little while. Hope I'm successful. Okay, here's my method. This is gauge number 2, the stock one from eBay. I got a Radio Shack power supply, 12 volt. Plugged it in, cut the end off, plugged it in, metered which was hot, which was negative, and then marked it with some heat shrink. Then I took out a standard Toshiba bulb, and I metered which side was hot, which side was negative. And it's when the Toshiba logo is upright, the hot is to the right. Some of them are in upside down, some of them are right side up. Stand by. I next, so this is the client's cluster. So I next took all my LEDs and applied voltage to find out which side was hot and which side was ground, and marked all of them with a Sharpie so I know which way they turn. Then following the guide as the other one, I put them in. Some of them, this happens to be the red LED. Some of them light up and it looks real good. What I've got here is a mirror so I can look at it, put the mirror on the floor, hold my 2 wires down and see the other side, which ones are lighting up and which ones aren't. Let me see if there's some way I could film this lit up with the camera, but it takes 2 hands to hold the wire, and we'll see. But the cluster looks real cool when lit up. Is it recording? Okay, with the help of my son, I'm holding the 2 wires back here, and he's recording. So that's just to let you know, it does look pretty good. I've got to put the white needles on there now, and we'll do that. Okay, I put the white needles on, but I determined that the speedometer needed another coat of paint, so it's drying. But needles on here still. We'll see when we get it in the car. This little puppy works right. So, and I did get the red LEDs to light up a couple of times, and I was trying a minute ago and couldn't duplicate it. I have no idea what's going on with those. So, they look real cool though. I was going to light them up and get my son to take a picture. He's already down for the count. So, I'll post this while our speedometer needle dries. Alright.